Illinois is currently ranked third in most corrupt states in the United States. Chicago is ranked the most corrupt city in the United States. Since 1976, 1,828 elected officials, appointees, government employees, and private individuals have been convicted of public corruption in Illinois, an average of 51 per year. Since 1970, 4 Illinois governors have been convicted of corruption. The Northern District of Illinois, the federal district in which we sit, ranks number 1 in the nation for public corruption convictions. These statistics are an embarrassment to each and every one of us. The tax dollars we pay to educate our children, to pave our streets, to protect our neighborhoods, flows into this broken system. Our good intentions are thwarted by public corruption. A recent report on public corruption by the University of Illinois in Chicago estimates that public corruption cost the taxpayers of Illinois more than $500 million a year. $500 million gets skimmed off by criminal activity. $500 million. So what does this have to do with us here in DeKalb County? This is not Chicago. This is not Springfield. Well, I would respectfully suggest to everyone here tonight that this has everything to do with us here in DeKalb County and the other 101 counties around the state who are struggling to make ends meet. Public corruption across Illinois is decimating our public finances, and more importantly, it is slowly but surely destroying our faith in government. Our United States Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, Patrick Fitzgerald, said, and I quote, "The most harmful consequence of endemic public corruption in a community is the apathy it engenders, the culture of acceptance." We do not have to accept public corruption. It is our government, and it is our money that is being stolen. I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Fitzgerald a few weeks ago in Rockford. I thanked him on behalf of the citizens for his tireless efforts to rid our public institutions of corruption. His office has been the only government entity in this state consistently dedicating its time and resources to battling public corruption. But the United States Attorney's Office cannot do it alone. There are 102 state's attorneys around the state, and our state Attorney General's office, all with the responsibility of enforcing the law. Ridding our state of its ignominious reputation as a land of graft and kickbacks will take every one of these officers speaking with a consistent voice that public corruption will not be tolerated anywhere within the borders of the state of Illinois. Tonight I'd like to announce within my office the establishment of a public corruption officer. Victor Escarcida is here tonight. He's one of our top flight prosecutors here in DeKalb County. I have tasked Mr. Escarcida specifically to receive complaints from citizens and to review those complaints from citizens and make a legal determination whether further action is warranted. It's refreshing to taxpayers to hear public officials admit when they're wrong. They want to reward that sort of goodwill, that sort of honesty, that sort of transparency. It's what we do and what we don't do when, as public officials, we are presented with a troublesome situation. Be upfront. Governance is difficult. Public service is hard. We don't expect perfection. We just expect an honest effort. Educate yourselves on the law, on your ethical obligations. Educate those in your departments. Encourage discussion. Illinois has passed and recently amended a State Officials and Employees Ethics Act. Read it. Take the time to read what the legislature is trying to promulgate. There's an effort being made by officials in the state of Illinois to try to rid our state of public corruption. Join that effort. Read those laws. Disseminate it amongst your departments. It is not a defense to say that you don't know the law or that you did not understand it. Nor is it a defense to say that you are doing what your boss told you to do. We all have a responsibility to know the law and to ensure that our conduct falls within the parameters of the law. I'm always struck by people that say, my boss told me. I don't remember the last time I met a young person in Illinois that said, I want to get into public service. You talk to kids in high school and they think the fix is in. They think the way to get things done here in Illinois, everybody knows the way to do things in Chicago. That's a sad commentary on the legacy we're leaving our children. We have a long way to go, but we will get there. And when we do, that $500 million now wasted on public corruption can be spent on education, on health care, on our environment. Our business sector will prosper. Jobs will be created. Everybody's talking about jobs going to Indiana, jobs going to Wisconsin. One of the reasons they're leaving our state is no business wants to deal with a corrupt government. We know what that is, all of you here tonight. Do the right thing. Make good decisions. In the end, all it takes is you. One person in this room can make all the difference for a generation of kids that come after us in delivering good government to the citizens of our county. We will all reap the extraordinary benefits of honest, transparent government. Thank you very much.